guys, thank you so much for being here, and we're here with another collective tarot reading. And I got called to use this deck, which I'm like actually trying to, it's called the Oracle of the Seven Energies. So I was just like trying to see what it's called really quick. All right, let's see what's going on. Ooh, that one wants to come out. Wish upon a star. I like that card. It's like inner child. It gives me a lot of inner child feelings. We've got great and full, a tall tale. Great and full. A tall tale. This is giving me some magical vibes right here. There's like lots of stars everywhere. All right, hold on, one more. I'm gonna get one more. I feel like there's one more that needs to come out. Birds of a feather, and I always hear flock together, you know, like obviously. Okay, so I feel like a tall tale is giving me this feeling of like, I want to kind of have it so you can kind of see it. Tall tale is giving me this feeling of like some story like that's really big, like something that like you just went through that was like extremely difficult. I definitely get this feeling of like whatever thing you just went through that was extremely difficult, it's like a big huge story in your life, but it's giving like I'm hearing enchanted, but it's giving like strength, fortitude, perseverance. Like you had whatever, it's like a oh my gosh, I can't, how do I put this into words, Spirit? It's like a big story, like almost like I'm hearing, I don't know why I'm like, that's so weird. I got something that was so weird. It's something that like when you're older, I don't want to say what I got. Sorry, Spirit. When you're older and you're looking back and you're telling your grandkids about what you went through, it's like that. It's giving that feeling. Like so whatever you just went through or whatever you're going through. And I'm not saying it's all like rainbows and stuff, because I don't think it is. I think it's like, wow, I really had to go through this thing that was so difficult, and I had to close this thing that was so difficult, and I had to pull on almost everything that I've ever been through to get through it, and I found myself through it, but it was really hard. Like that's the feeling I'm getting. And with this Wish Upon a Star card, it reminds me of like even being like a kid, like something you wished on when you were a kid, or even like listening to what your inner child is asking you to go for. And the only way that our inner child can ask us to go for something that they really want is if they feel safe enough to tell us, one, but if they feel safe enough to kind of let our adult selves go for it. Like that's the feeling. So it's like whatever you went through recently, whatever this tall tale is that you've gone through, your inner child, maybe you had to really be there for your inner child, or you're learning through this process how to be there for your inner child, and then through that you're able to kind of give them a wish. And I do feel like there was something I felt it after I pulled it. I know it says great and full, this cup. It's like maybe you had to learn about how to fill your own cup. Maybe you were giving your energy away in a way that was like depleting yourself, and you had to kind of stop doing that. There's like this feeling of like stopping, and then like instead of like directing the energy outwards, you like started directing it internal. And this birds of a feather, this is giving me like birds as in like people coming together. I see people coming into your life soon. Like I'm getting soul vibe kind of feelings from this, or I'm hearing gurus. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Not even gurus, but I just, there could be people that you're listening to recently, or even I'm hearing podcasts or something. Like there's something you're listening to recently that's helping you get through this. It could be even other tarot readers. I mean, I have no idea, right? It could also just be people in your life that you really respect and love. But there's also another feeling of like your soul tribe is coming in. I want to get these. I really wanted to get these. Okay. I love this deck too. It's like it's Astro Codes. It's such a good, it's like an amazing deck. Okay. What else, Spirit guys? What's this Wish Upon a Star? Hearth. Vesta. I really like this flame in the middle. It's like something got lit up within you. Some fire got reignited. That's what I'm hearing. Some fire got reignited inside you. It's reminding me of Kundalini energy, but it's just like your life force energy got like activated through whatever you went through and like where you're going next. There's this Wish Upon the Star reminds me of like So I don't know what this is going to, I'm getting like wishes, like if you want to go after something that you really want and it's a wish of yours, you have to put work in, right? And I don't know where I was going to go with that. It's like you feel brave enough to listen to the fire within, to listen to what you want, to put actionable steps in to go after what you want. That's what I'm getting. I'm like, how do I put this into words? You may be having a hard time like conceptualizing like what's going on here. Definitely. Great and full. Oh, it flipped and then it wants to get covered up. Debilitated discomfort. Okay, so what I'm feeling for this great and full underneath and then debilitated discomfort. Sorry, I'm like really stumbling today. I almost get this feeling of like you had to be so uncomfortable to like make this change. Like that's what I'm getting. Like you had to be so uncomfortable that like you had like it almost was like if I don't stop giving energy outside of me, I'm literally not going to make it. Like that's the feeling I get. Like, and I know I just mean like that might have been the feeling you were getting. Like I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying you might have been like, this is so uncomfortable now at this point that there's nothing I can do but change. Like I have to change at this point. I have to start giving back to myself. I have to stop giving energy to this thing or this person or this situation, or I'm not going to make it. Like I'm not going to be okay. And it had to get to that point for you to choose yourself, and that's okay. Like sometimes it has to be like that because whatever we're giving to it, let's say you begin giving to like a relationship forever, right? It's familiar, it's safe, but then like you get to a point where you're like, I'm not getting back what I need, and I'm literally hurting myself so much by giving to this thing, and I'm not getting back the love that I'm seeking, and so I have to start changing something up. And since you've been doing it for so long, or whatever this example, since you've been doing it for so long, it's like you had to get to the point of being debilitated to like stop doing it and to start changing it. Sometimes it has to be like that, like it really does. Okay, what are these? I got Mercury and messages. There's a message coming through for some of you. That's what I'm getting with that one. And you could also be getting messages from spirit too as well. See, it's funny because this came out, but I feel like it's meant to go under birds of a feather. You may have, okay, this is the two things I'm getting. You may have been getting messages from spirit or your intuition about that you needed to move on from this thing because you were being guided into something better. There's this feeling of like being guided into the next cycle. And I get like that there's two different messages. One message is like you're being guided out of it, and then another message is that you're being guided into something else. Okay, birds of a feather, Venus, beloved, Venus energy. Venus has been coming through strong lately. I'm hot. Sorry guys. I'm like, it's funny because I was not hot and I put on a jacket and now I'm really hot. Okay. It's funny because I'm noticing in the Mercury card where there's two messages, there's this one snake right here, and then there's this one snake right here. It's kind of hard to see. There is another snake there. Yeah, it's just hard to see. Okay. I definitely am getting that what your soul tribe is coming in. Like I definitely am getting that feeling where there's friendships that you could be gaining soon. Even some of you could be romantic, but I'm getting more friendships. I'm literally getting attracted to this bee on the card. Hearing you're going to be a busy bee. That's what I'm hearing. So Venus energy, okay? Venus is where we feel loved, where we feel cared for, what our values are. And so I'm getting that you stepped away from something where you felt not valued, somewhere you felt not valued, with somebody possibly that you didn't feel valued by. You were guided out of that. You walked away. This is like a huge thing for you, like a huge soul lesson, a huge, what am I trying to say here? A huge, like, I just see a like lightning strike, like coming down, like this is like a huge thing that you had to overcome, and you're overcoming it or did overcome it, right? And because of that, because you chose to walk away from the things that weren't valuing you, or the person that wasn't valuing you, you're stepping into a place where you're going to feel loved, you're going to feel valued, and it's with these birds of a feather. It could be with a person, it doesn't have to be, but it could be with friends, family, it could be just new, better relationships where you're gonna feel more value for who you actually are. Because I definitely get this feeling where you may have played a role or a part where people saw you a certain way, and like you want to grow there, right? Like you want to be seen in a different light. You want people that can see you as a person that can grow, right? And I get that these people had a limited point of view and were able to see you as you were growing, and almost like kind of like we're like, whoa, like I don't know about that, right? And you had to move away from that so you could find more people that are going to value you for the growth that you've had and accept and not judge you for maybe you became more spiritual, maybe you became more psychologically, like it doesn't have to be spiritual, but like maybe there's ideas, right? And a way you were growing into being that the people that you used to be around couldn't accept and couldn't grow with, and almost like kind of had a difficult time accepting you the way you were. And because you had to walk away from that so you could be around people that are going to value that can actually see that aren't gonna like make you feel bad for like growing into like a more like awakened, or whatever way it is, right? More awakened being. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you're feeling out of breath lately, but it's like, this was a lot. Yeah, there's 10 of Wands. I was like, this is a lot. 10 of Wands is like super, super burden. But you persevered with 7 of Wands, okay? I just want to see a little bit more. Is there anything else you want me to talk about, Spirit Guides? 10 of Swords, there's the ending. Yeah. 10 of Swords, I'm going to show you the cards in a second. 10 of Swords, anything else? Queen of Swords, how to cut something out. How to really create boundaries is what I'm getting. Temperance was very guided for you to do so. There's the Temperance card. That's like Spirit guiding you through this with the messages and stuff. One more. I'll just do one more, Spirit Guides, if you want. Oh, okay. 10 of Cups. Was that 4 of Cups? Came out reversed. You want it reversed? I'm going to do one more. What's the 4? What's the non-rejecting of non-rejecting of what? I'm like, what are they not rejecting? 7 of Wands and Page of Swords. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm hot. It's going to be fine. Okay, so got 10 of Swords, ending something really painful. Like, look how painful it looks for her to, like, she's got all these swords in her back. It's super painful, okay? Had to be Queen of Swords. That's you, for sure. Create boundaries, decisive, cut things out, ending something, essentially. Temperance. Temperance is being guided, balanced, patient, really kind of having to go through this process that may have taken a long time. That's okay. It was supposed to. You had to move through it slow to get through this because it was so hard to get through. 4 of Cups, not rejecting usually, not feeling depressed anymore, kind of like opening up to your perseverance. The 7 of Wands again, perseverance. And you are still collecting information about this. So you're like looking into like, how have you persevered? How have you like how, look at you and the way that you move through this. Like, that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. And like, I'm seeing strength. So I'm seeing Leo energy. It took a lot of strength to do this. And I think that whatever decision you had to make was really, really difficult. And you did that and you ended something, and it might have been really hard, but like you are the Queen of Swords in this, and you had to step into maybe creating boundaries for yourself, maybe like cutting out things that were really hard for you to cut out. Really hard. It's just really hard for you to move through this. My hair is just gonna look this way. It's great. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to talk about, Spirit Guides? No, I just still get Temperance. You were really guided through this. It was really hard. You listen to the guidance, right? You're listening to the guidance. It's really hard to hear the guidance sometimes. It's really hard to listen to our intuition. But like, that's what you did, and you persevered through this. You could still be ending this. Like, some of you could still be in this or thinking about doing this, but I do get that a lot of you have kind of like transverse through this cycle, and you're beginning a new cycle. And this is the cycle that you're beginning. Birds of a Feather and Venus, beloved. So you're going to be around people that are going to make you feel loved. They're going to respect your values, that are going to see the growth and change that you have made. So like, that's what cycle you're stepping into. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time.